I'm Will Hungerford, organized play developer for Privateer Press.
And I am Ed Bourelle, creative director.
Yeah. So we are here. Twitch wanted to see Circle for the third round, so we decided to give you all the Circle. We have a Circle mirror match going on between Bret Fogel and Dan Yount.
Yes.
Tanith versus Bradigus, an old Mark II favorite. Everyone really loved playing him. So let's go through their lists right now. I'll go through, I believe this is Dan's list. He's playing Bradigus, and I believe Bret is playing Tanith.
Tanith, yes.
So we've got Bradigus. He's got a Woldrath, Megalith, and then 3 Wold Watchers. Lanissa Rissel, Blackclad Wayfarer, Sentry Stones of Mannequins, and 2 units of Shifting Stones.
Over here on Tanith's list, we've got Druid Wilder on her, along with Warbeast Gorax Rager, 3 Scarsfell Griffins.
Got it. Nailed it.
A Pureblood Warpwolf and a Warpwolf Stalker. Lots and lots of Warbeast power there. Then we've got Una the Falconer with 2 more Scarsfell Griffins. Lanissa Rissel, Nis Sorceress, 2 units of Sentry Stones, and a Swamp Gobber Bellows crew.
Nailed it. So we have a Lanissa Rissel mirror match as well going on. We'll see who gets that better hunter's mark here. Additionally, the Scarsfell's Griffins, I was talking to Bret ahead of time, and he was telling me that to sort of make things easy for us to pay attention to, there's going to be a red, a white, and a blue Griffin, and those are all in Tanith's battle group.
Okay.
And there's going to be a red, white, and blue Griffin, and then like a crazy colored one, he said, that is going to be in the Una's battle group, because we've got 5 Scarsfells in one list.
So Una's got the multicolored rainbow Griffins, and Tanith's got her
red, white,
3.
and blue. Easy to remember.
All right.
They're playing.
They're going to make America great again.
Wow, really?
Really?
They're playing Outflank. Outflank's probably one of the most basic, straightforward scenarios you can play. Oh, it's called Outflank in 2015. It's Outlast now. That's right. I had to change the name.
Uh-oh.
So, no kill box, 2 zones. Control 1, get 1 CP. Dominate 1, get 2 CPs. First to 5 CPs wins. Scoring starts on the second player's second turn, as always. And like any good game of Warmachine and Hordes, caster kill ends the game.
Let's see some murder. And we've got Bret deploying, putting Lanissa out there, and he's explaining to his opponent which of those Scarsfell's Griffins are on Una and which are on Tanith.
He also has his Super Saiyan Warpwolf over there with the giant blonde hair.
Yes.
So Bret's army is definitely one of the more colorful ones out there.
Well, your army, your way. That's what I really like about some of the push we've made lately, is to really kick back and enjoy people customizing their models in some really zany ways. And we're even going to be showcasing some of that in some of the upcoming command books that I think people will be interested to see.
Oh, awesome!
What can be done in some of those galleries,
like alternate color schemes and stuff.
Yeah,
that's dope.
We want people to enjoy the hobby the way they want to, and not necessarily be shackled to the studio scheme and that sort of thing. So we're showing some of our own experiments into the wild and crazy realms of the Iron Kingdoms.
Dope. I dig it. Also, want to give a shout out to Wormwood Dice Trays. As you see, we have the dice tray cams set up above each player's name. So we can see what they're rolling on the dice, so the players can sort of follow along and know if things are hitting, if they're missing barely, stuff like that. When those snake eyes and Bioxcars pop up. But Wormwood provided the trays to us. They make a ton of really awesome wooden trays, dice vaults, all kinds of things. I have a personal set with my name engraved in them. I love them so much. So, and thanks to Tony, our video producer, for coming up with the idea of the dice cams. I think they're a really great addition to the game and help people at home follow the action when we're talking about nonsense.
Yeah, I've got one of their trays and dice vaults from years ago at TempleCon before we even had a license with them, and I got to tell you, I love it and I use it all the time.
Yeah.
A special note: these 2 opponents actually appear together and possibly run. I'm not entirely sure. The Leyline podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we've got plenty of circle knowledge between these 2 guys duking it out.
We have 2 guys that are both on a circle-related podcast together, facing each other in a circle mirror match. Well, Twitch wanted a circle.
Well, here's a circle of pain.
Yeah, the circle of pain. I had another term I was going to use. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say that.
We can't say circle that.
I'm not going to say that. I can't say that out loud. I can't say it on the stream. This is PG. This is PG-13, right? Hey, Tony, is this PG-13 or like soft R?
Let's just call them circle nerds.
No, I like these guys. Bret Fogel is no stranger to being on the live stream. In fact, he was on the live stream at the last WARMACHINE Weekend Invitational. He had much longer hair back then.
He's gotten a bit of a trim.
Yeah, he's looking a little nice, a little fancy. I like it.
All right, so we're getting some advanced deployment there.
Yup. It's AD time. So Dan won the roll to go first. Bret chose his side carefully. I'm curious about that piece of terrain that's upside down. Like, is that the upside down from Stranger Things? Like, what happens when you enter that? Do you go onto another table?
They have to play on the bottom side of the board.
Oh, wow. That seems incredibly difficult. So I assume we'll find out what that is at some point, probably from our judges. Maybe it's rubble? Maybe it's...
Not sure.
I don't know. I'll find out. We'll find out. Doesn't matter right now. None of this matters.
Hey, what is the upside down piece of terrain?
Ah, yes. The joys of deployment. The handshake. Man, the sportsmanship. It's literally oozing off the table. We just got confirmation from our judge. The upside down is rubble.
We sent the intrepid JR to investigate.
Bret, I guess, puts synergy up to the surprise of literally no one.
I'm surprised.
He throws a Mystic Ward up on one of the Wold Watchers. Just going to dump a Fury, and let's see if he advances or charges. Looks like a charge to me. Yep, charging the Pure Blood to be able to give himself the extra distance. Splash into the pool.
Take a little bath.
Take a little bath, you know. Rocks are dusty, man.
We had quite a lot of drama last year on the podcast, or the live stream, whatever this is called. It's
a live stream, yeah.
About over a water terrain.
I wouldn't even say it was drama. I would say that I was set up. I was set up to look foolish.
Yes, you never do that on your own.
No, I've never once. All right, looks like the other World Watcher over there, just a little run.
Ran over into northern Canada.
Nice. Oh, is that what we're going to call these? Yep. Northern Canada and Southern Canada?
Yep.
I dig it.
So our zones are officially southern and northern Canada.
So turn one, as always, lots of things going to make lots of attacks, lots of models are going to die. Wait, no, the polar opposite of that, running. Running and casting upkeep spells. Man. This is definitely a stark contrast to the other two games we've watched so far, which have been pretty infantry heavy. These are definitely just straight battle groups, solos, a little bit of infantry. Made the roll for the Sentry Stone to see how much fury. A little teleport over the wall. You got one. Mannequins are running.
This tree's going to run up behind this forest.
Yeah. Yes, it is. All right, Mannequin's getting in a position.
Crosses over into southern Canada.
Oh, yep. Wold Wrath is going to trudge his giant ass up the table.
I would say comparably to the rest of the model, the ass is fairly small.
Yeah, it's pretty flat, actually. Wold Wrath, you got a tiny booty. There's going to be some shifting from the shifting stones, obviously. All right, so go ahead and call it now. Who wins?
The viewers. I'm going to say that the viewers win.
Oh, wow.
When you and I get together.
You've been sitting on way too many marketing meetings.
There's really I avoid them like the plague. Marketing.
Marketing?
Marketing.
Marketing.
That's my strong point. I'm here to talk about, well, Hordes. I was going to say WARMACHINE.
So look at the other Wool Watcher Animide. Just moved up.
Randomize special action?
Randomize is not a thing you can do because you can't Animide run. Black Lad ran. Dan's turn. Mostly done. Lanissa just being very 3 measures almost across the board and then moves 3 inches.
I'm safe. All right.
Back to Bret. So,
yeah, the Warpwolf Stalker gets admonition, and Stalker on
and Scything Touch on the All-American Bird. And then she's going to walk up behind that forest. Yeah, not touching. He wants to make sure very clear about his intent there.
People asking about this. It is very possible that a 3-1 player will get into tomorrow's 8-player bracket. That is a fresh bracket. So if we have 7 4-0s and a 3-1,
looks like the Stalker, Goku, who made an appearance last year.
Yep.
He's going to get all up in that rubble, like all the way in, because cover's a thing.
It's in the upside down.
He gets in the upside down. Bret removes the model from the table, puts it on the bottom. They go to a terrifying alternate reality where everything is covered in ash. Man, that was a good TV series.
Yep.
Una 1, not Una 2. Advancing. Throws Guardian Beast up again to the surprise of nobody.
I feel like Retribution's new character jack could be the Demogorgon.
Dude, you should do that. We should do that.
I'm writing it down.
Write it down now. Let's make the Demogorgon.
All right, we got Sentry Stones activating.
Twitch chat is informing us that Bret's name is misspelled on our graphic here. That it's 2 T's, not 1. That's what Twitch chat is telling us.
Well, his name tag only has 1 T on it too.
Oh, his name tag only has 1 T?
You can read it from here as soon as
we're
he
gonna
moves.
go with his name tag.
As soon as he moves his head.
Twitch chat, you trying to throw me off? Yeah, we're gonna go by the name tag because we didn't write that. Someone else did. So, if the name tag is wrong, we are not at fault.
Maybe Tony wrote his name tag too.
Tony,
all right, so
did you write his name tag?
The white Scarsfell is like way up there past the Yukon.
Yeah.
Along with the Bluebird.
I have a feeling this is going to be a very, very fast game. Like, they are being hyper aggro.
Probably just ready to make their way to the bar.
Well, yeah, let's get this done with and just go have some shots.
Well, I mean, they know how to play a good game.
Well, yeah. I wonder if they've talked about this matchup on their podcast.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Yeah.
They'll be like, you know what? Those 2 idiots on the live stream didn't know what they were talking about, so we're going to go ahead and give you the new play-by-play that you can just play over the video with the sound down so we can tell you what's actually going on. Greenbird riles and runs.
Greenbird. That's the one with
over there in the mountains near the southern Canadian border.
And if you're new to War Machine Hordes and you're like, man, Una's got a very small control range. How is that bird in her control range? Long leash.
Yep.
Long leash is a rule. It says you get to double the control range when seeing if it's in your control area.
That's awesome.
Sentry Stones were Sentry Stones. And they've got their Fury on them.
The Sentry Stones have the Fury.
Yep. It's making a forest. Gadoosh. The rest of the mannequins are going to run. About to be a mannequin fight up in here. Just twigs. Twigs and stone all over the place. Nothing really happening. If 2 trees get in a fight and no one cares, does it make a sound?
Fortunately for those trees, we care.
Oh, yeah.
Stick fight.
Stick fight. Wild ran. Gorex runs. And I assume the Gobbers Gobbers last thing to go. They're going to go get closer to the southern Canada.
They're going to run into the backfield. All right, over to Dan.
Twitch chat is informing me that Bret just got married and that he just got back from his honeymoon. And he's here at War Machine Weekend playing this game. So congrats to Bret. if Twitch is not lying to me.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure at this point Twitch can just start pulling your puppet strings and manipulating you into saying anything they want.
That is 100% true. So both spells were upkept by Bradigus. Those two spells being, of course, Mystic Ward and Synergy, because why would you let Synergy drop? You're going to punch things to death. That's real life. Let's see. He's checking some distance from Megalith right now. Doing a little pre-measuring. Twitch is saying that they would never lie to us.
Nor would we ever lie to them.
We've never lied to them. Name one time we've ever lied to Twitch chat. You can't.
Probably that time we said we've never lied to Twitch chat.
No.
I mean, didn't you guys just call a game the wrong way?
Wait, what?
The first game on the live stream today.
Oh, that wasn't our fault.
It's a lie.
It wasn't our fault.
Filthy.
That is a
lie.
mess of proxy bases. I assume this is the. Hey, I'm curious what Dan's going to go for here. Maybe measuring out the feet.
Yeah. His clock. He's just figuring out every possible place he could put his miniatures before he takes his turn.
Maybe
You can totally do that.
Maybe Dan really likes proxy bases and just wants to put a whole bunch down.
I don't think he realizes that we can't see the advertising that they've got on them.
Yep. So the stones teleport Megalith. Bradigus feats. Gets pushed 5 inches forward. And boop. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. They measured everything out ahead of time just to make sure it worked, and it does. And, of course, the rest of the feat's going to go off. All the little boys are going to go forward. I guess little watchers, they can do whatever they want. Little boys and little girls. One thing not getting pushed by his feet is the Wolwrath and his flat ass.
No siree.
No siree, bub. Here we go. So Megalith's going to try and beat a Stalker to death with his giant stone fists. Assume Synergy will get ticked up a couple times first. There's a couple easy targets there. Braddock is checking his control range, wants to make sure wherever he sends his beast that they're not going to end up out of it, because that would be folly.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate.
Braddock is going to advance, get himself into a better position. Wants to make sure he keeps that Wold Watcher in southern Canada in his control range, based on whatever he does with his turn.
He's going to go over there and make some kindling, I think.
He's got 2 Fury in his hand. What's he thinking about casting here? Just dropping 1. Okay. Decides he does not want to cast Earth's Blessing on himself and then not be able to be affected by his own feat.
Straight into that Stalker.
Is he starting with Megalith?
It's like, whoa, there goes my water.
No. Hits, dice damage. Synergy is ticked up to 1. Of course, it won't matter for this activation. All right, so Megalith is going to try and beat a Stalker to death. Only needing 4s to hit because weight of stone has been applied to the Stalker's face. Buys another attack. Does 10 damage on that attack. Only 4 left on the Stalker now. It buys 1 more attack. Just needs to roll a 4, and
there he goes.
All right, Stalker down. Not a bad start.
Bret did not take that Fury.
Nah, why would you? Brad, I guess, is checking 12 inches from the pureblood just to see what's going on. I do like the circle mirror match we have going on, though. Living versus stone.
No, it's actually a good contrast instead of two identical armies.
Right, like a Brad against mirror match.
Very, very good, very different play styles.
Yeah. All right. World Watcher over here is going to charge up into one of the mannequins, it looks like.
It's interesting how the different factions within the game can be broken up into, I don't know.
Little themes?
Little themes.
Like little themes that we can maybe release a book about and, like, give them their own rules and own models that, like, went for that theme.
That would be some pretty hot stuff, I think.
I think that would be some pretty hot stuff if we did that.
I'm glad I put that together.
The World Watcher on the bottom, stone formed, but didn't animus. Mainly because I have to imagine he probably doesn't. He probably wants to get pushed by the feet. Seems pretty good. Man, Goku got punked. Just punked out of the game. Like, I thought he was supposed to be, like, super badass, right?
I feel like he was the fishing lure.
He was the fishing lure?
Yeah, they put him out there for bait. Come on, Bradigus, you know he can hurl that army up there.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know if they used him as bait, to be honest, because, like, after feet goes off, he's not going to get that much into him.
You're probably right. Bret doesn't know anything about Circle.
No, Bret knows way more about Circle than either one of us does.
That's clear. All right.
Twitch is informing me that Bret once rode a bull named Blue Thunder in a PBR tour for 18 minutes and 37 seconds. Twitch, I don't believe you.
Unless that bull was just walking in a circle, 18 minutes is a long time to ride a bull.
Yeah.
I think we might be riding the bull right now.
Looks like one of the World Watchers is into the pure blood.
Indeed.
Misses with a 6, even with synergy up. Buys another attack. We see Jason Watt enjoying some coffee. Misses again. Got a lot of people right now in the LCQ and an IG. We have another round of IG prelims after this one.
Yes, we do. So.
Next Watcher's going to activate. Doesn't care about Rubble because it's got Pathfinder. It's a circle model. Why would it care? Going into the pure blood?
Why don't we just take the terrain right off the table?
Well, no. Terrain matters, except for when it doesn't. Needs a 6 to hit. Nails it. Dice off 2, and it points to the 3. It's not bad. Makes a second initial. Again, dice off 2.
That's like a hammer.
Dice tray. Look at that. Look at the magic of being able to see what they roll. My God, Tony, you are so smart. You're just such a brilliant, handsome man.
I didn't think you could have both of those things in one human being.
You can, but it also requires a bit of mad genius. The pure blood is turned into a forest.
That is neat.
Yeah, Ed?
Yeah, I want to see that depicted on film.
Well, on film. I was about to say in art, and I was about to say you've got control of that, man.
If you think I have control of the art, I mean, I totally have control of the art.
You're
I have absolute
You're the creative
control.
director. Why wouldn't you?
Because of the madness.
Oh, okay.
Remember where we work.
We work in a beautiful place. You get to make toys for a living. My life's awesome.
It is the dream factory.
It is literally the dream factory. Circle v circle. Good times. Mannequins, ruining game state.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, mannequins. I'm not going to blame
Down
Dan
in
for that
Southern
one.
Canada.
Man, both his heavies are gone. That is, that's probably very bad for Bret. Mannequin on mannequin violence. God,
oh my gosh.
Been such a problem. Boosting to hit. Hits him.
Oh, he mannequin.
Wow. Wow. spraying one of the Griffins on the hill. Looks like he missed. Boosting to hit with the last one. Also misses.
All right, Griffins are in good shape. We still got 5 Griffins.
Still got 5 Griffins.
They can get all crazy.
If this was Una 2, all you need is 5 Griffins. You could take down like a conquest. It doesn't even matter.
5 Griffins and love.
No, 5 Griffins, flank, and primal.
That's the same as love. Flank and primal.
You have a weird definition of love.
My girlfriend likes it.
Oh, man, there are some. You said PG-13, right, Tony?
I'm like, are you ready for flank and primal?
No, stop. Oh, hey, it's a Woldrath. Woldrath honey badgers his way over to the southern hemisphere. Looks like just a run. Bradagus' game state being reverted back to the proxy. That Woldrath has sort of like a metallic sheen to it.
It does look that way.
It's like, I mean, it's obviously painted because it's not a metal model. Could you imagine if we had made the Colossals and Gargantuans in metal?
Some of the old school ones have some metal pieces.
Well, I'm talking the whole thing in metal.
Yeah, kind of like that old metal grind ball. I just want to put it on the end of a chain.
Yeah? Dude, are you excited about the new grind, by the way?
I am excited about the new grind. I've been a little isolated from it, so I can't wait to throw down.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I'm biased because, I designed it, but
You and I played grind back in the
when
first edition days.
When you were my press ganger.
That's right.
You built that
Good
dope,
old Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
That dope grind table. We see the Black Clouds running, Stones shifted. Lanissa ran, just towed the zone. Last unit of Stones is also going to shift. A little cleanup. Then the feet will finish up. Everything will get pushed back 5 inches. Someone is confused by my reference to honey badgering. Friendly troll painter in Twitch chat. I recommend you to look up not caring. Look up the words not care and honey badger on Google. See what you find.
All right, they're arguing over some minor detail that probably doesn't matter. I think they're
not
about
arguing. They're just
devolve into fisticuffs. We're going to see some violence here, folks.
If Bret Fogel and Dan Yount,
maybe
Yount, Dan Yount and Bret Fogel got into a fist fight right now.
Maybe I read the signs wrong. I see violence everywhere I look.
He decided to do feet for 0. It's like, I am happy with where everyone is. I don't want anyone to go anywhere. We saw for a second Aggie. Aggie is our, she's actually a judge potential. She's taking the judge test here at Warmachine Weekend to become a judge. She's been selected to join up. So she is our judge at the table right now. She's been doing a delightful job. So Agatha, one of our Canadian press gangers, doing a good job, Aggie.
I wonder if she knows that you're watching.
She knows. She knows. And I put her on the table for that reason. And if she fails her test after this, I'm going to be very disappointed.
She could fail her test right here.
She could fail her test right here.
She makes a terrible call.
Just ruin this game for us.
No pressure, Agatha.
All right, so it looks like all spells were upkept, I believe, during Tana's turn. I need to get a better look at some of the tokens out there. Where's the... it looks like the token's still up there on the All-American Griffin, just behind the wall.
Southern Canada's been overrun by rocks and sticks.
Yeah, it's looking scary.
Not a lot those 2 Griffins are going to be doing about that.
No. Scoring will be live this turn, though. So we'll see what Bret can do to get himself out of the situation. Bret's no stranger to overcoming adversity in games like this. He's come back from far worse. Bret has not entered the planking position, though, that Warmachine and Hordes players are known for. It's little core exercises that you do, when you're going in the tank. Look at Doug Hamilton in the back. Just keep the camera there for a second. Look at the top right, like kind of growing out of Dan's head. We see Doug Hamilton.
Schmoozing and...
Oh, look at him. There he goes.
Hanging out.
Thanks, Dan.
He's a hometown celebrity here.
Yeah. It's a strong word, celebrity.
I'm talking about Doug Hamilton.
If we went to the Piggly Wiggly right now, and I was
Hamilton.
like, where's our seats? This is Doug Hamilton. Do you think Shona's going to know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Doug Hamilton, man.
All right.
That guy's a star.
When you're done with this event, with this round, I guess it's both, please bring all your scenario elements and your timers back to the table.
All right. Lanissa's activating, and she's going to attempt a Hunter's Mark Megalith. Let's see if he nails it. Needs a 3. It's real hard. Yeah, he nails it. Boop. Hunter's Mark.
All right. Time to inflict a little pain.
Twitch chat is asking, why do you need reserved seats at a grocery store? Shut up, Twitch chat.
I was going to say, I'll be like, Piggly Wiggly, why in the hell would we sit down at a grocery store?
Specifically, it's Peter Gurr, Peter Lippart, another one of our press gangers asking that question. Shut up, Peter. Nobody asked you.
Yeah, don't correct Hungerford when he's being an idiot. We all know.
Don't correct. It literally sickens me.
Keep doing it.
I literally feel ill to my stomach right now. Why would you not need reserved seats at the Piggly Wiggly? Come on, man. Get with the times. It's 2016. This isn't communist Russia. Back in the day. During the Cold War. A little bit of history for you. We're just talking about nothing right now because Bret is getting further in the tank. As you can tell, he's getting a little closer to that plank position that War Machine players are known for. Bending a little bit more at the waist.
Stand up, do a burpee. Oh, so our little privateer-themed fitness.
Warmer yoga.
Warmer yoga, yes. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, we're listening in on the judge. They're asking a few questions. But, no, have you been working on your privateer press?
Oh, that's so smart. You're so smart. We have to figure out what that is. That'll be the first thing you do in warmer yoga is the privateer press. Oh, my God. This is why we do what we do. All right, so looks like Tanith activated, moved, feated, scything touch on herself. Primal Bane cast on the blue and the white griffins.
Which are part of her battle group.
Indeed. Yep. She shot Jaws of the Earth at the World Watcher. She's boosting damage here. Dice off 5. Does 4 to the 4. So basically, she feated, channeled a bunch of spells through the beasts, setting them up to do some nasty things this turn. Shadowbind goes off. Looks like it was a crit. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Roots of the Earth doesn't require the quit. It's the staff that requires a quit. I get those mixed up every now and then. Luckily, I usually have the card in front of me. The downward-facing Doug.
Oh, the downward Doug. No one wants to see that.
All right. Wilder. So Scything Touch went on the Wilder. I'm sorry, I misspoke earlier when I said it went on Tanith. So Wilder ran up with that big old stick, got them all in Scything Touch range. So they're all Dark Shrouded.
You know what it takes to do the privateer press?
What's that, man?
It takes willpower.
Oh, wow. This is so great. This is so great. I believe in northern Canada, the Sentry Stone unit up there is activating. Yup. Bret removing that forest token because it's irrelevant. Here comes some sprays. Gonna go after Lanissa. I don't care you got stealth, girl. Have some twigs. Bret throwing dice. So 10 misses because her def is high. Second one hits with a boosted attack on Lanissa. Boosting damage, and Lanissa ceases to breathe and dies on the ground, screaming. Twigs and stones shoved through her ribcage directly into her heart.
It's very graphic.
Third mannequin is spraying the Wold Watchers. Looks like he's going to boost damage on one of them.
Get him. I mean,
yeah. All right. So no damage on one of them. Decent amount of damage on the other one. Took the spirit out, which is kind of a problem for Bradicus. He doesn't like that too much. Twitch chat asking what kind of tacos did I get over at Fuzzy's. They were, in fact, shredded chicken.
I had their shrimp tacos yesterday.
Man,
those are my favorite.
Whoosh. Here comes a griffin. And he is going to punch-ify a megalith in his stone nugget.
The white bird swoops in. Three damage to the 4. That's
yeah. These are primals going after a dark shrouded megalith. I mean, they can definitely do some damage on him, right? So it looks like Bret is going for plan. I take Northern Canada, contest you. I score before you do, and then try and grind out the scenario game.
This Canadian Civil War is.
Yeah, our first match was 2 players from Canada, one from like as far west and one from as far east as you can get in Canada. So apparently, we are showing off a lot of Canadian violence here at WARMACHINE Weekend. Plinking away at Megalith here.
Yeah, I mean, I can see on his phone the damage boxes, and he's still pretty loaded up, although that was a 6-point hit.
It's Megalith, right? Like, one bird's not going to get it done. The other one will get it done. Like, the chances, the amount of damage the first one did, it's pretty unlikely that Megalith survives.
Oh, yeah, look at that. He's got, what, 5, 8, maybe 10 or 11 boxes left?
Not much, yeah. Dice off 3 does 11 damage on that first the charge attack.
Boom, pile of rubble. He got rocked. Get it? Because he's made of rock.
I did get it. I found it delightful.
Delightful.
Then we see the back of Agatha's head, the front of Jason Watt's head, and the sides of Dan and Bret's heads. Doug Hamilton, he's doing the privateer press somewhere. Chuck Ellswick, he's walking by. Is that Chuck? No, that's not Chuck at all. That is hilarious, though.
Are you sure?
No, that's not Chuck. That can't be Chuck.
I mean, how many bald guys could there be here?
None. Looked like Chuck for a second.
It did, but yeah, you're right. It's
not Chuck. He's not beefy enough. Like there's like a level of like beef required to be Chuck Ellswick.
He doesn't have that pronounced caveman brow.
Wow. I wasn't going to be insulting about it, but
what? Chuck knows he's a caveman.
All right. Bret in the tank, thinking about what's next. Not fully planked.
No.
Hey, we see our Iron Gauntlet winner all the way down at the end of the table. He's in the plank position, wearing the plaid shirt. Oh, Charles Collins just went into plank position as well to try and sort of get himself in the shot there. Oh, my God, their cores are so strong. That's the whole reason I got fit, man. So I could play WARMACHINE better.
So I could play WARMACHINE better?
Yeah, dude.
Do the table planks.
Yeah, dude.
The privateer presses.
Table planks, privateer presses. Peter on Twitch chat is arguing with me, saying that was Chuck in the background. Didn't I tell you to shut up, Peter? Thought I made myself pretty clear.
He's like the little devil on your shoulder.
I'd give Peter a piggyback ride. And he just admitted it is not Chuck. Gorax is going to walk over. He's going to primal the All-American Griffin. Boop. All right, that bird's going to walk over, and it's time to fight some Wold Watchers. I wonder if he shows up to Hulk Hogan's theme song with a bass like that. Can you sing it?
No, I don't know Hulk Hogan's theme song.
You don't know Hulk Hogan's theme song?
No.
You would if I played it.
Yeah, I'm sure I would, actually.
Tony, play Hulk Hogan's theme song over everything right now. You know, Tony, you can make dice cams happen, but you can't play Hulk Hogan's theme song?
Look, somebody's rolling dice.
What kind of amateur show is this? Twitch chat informed me that controlled breathing in Warm Yoga is called Fury Management.
Huh.
I love you guys.
I do that a lot.
The primal All-American Hulk Hogan Griffin, he's fighting rocks. He's fighting the Rock. Oh, my God, that's right there. Like, does 7 to the 5, and last attack. So it looks like Hulk Hogan is beating The Rock, which is not actually what happened when Hogan and Rock faced each other at WrestleMania. The Rock won that match.
And then landed a lucrative film career.
Dude, he's one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood.
I know. Hulk Hogan's just jealous.
Hulk Hogan's got other problems right now. It would seem that he has other things he has to deal with.
If you dig into my Facebook, there is an amazing picture of me and Hulk Hogan taken in San Diego several years back.
You mean the statue?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
That was at a Howard Johnson.
All right, the other Sentry Stone activates, gets itself 2 Fury, and it looks like the mannequin-on-mannequin war is going to continue. I mean, at least one's going to show up to contest. That's for shizzle.
Getting a little spray attack action.
Yeah, Bret was actually just confirming if I spray and I hit the model on the other side of the Wold Wrath, I still hit it, right? And the answer is yes.
Yeah. I mean, would you get the screening bonus back there?
Whoa, you just dated yourself, dude. The screening bonus. Remember when that was a real thing?
I do.
So he's basically making sure he wasn't in melee range, so he could make the range attack. Spraying, going to try and hit. I think that's Lanissa hiding on the other side of the Wold Wrath.
Man, all the poor Lanissas.
They're just getting blowed up, all by mannequins.
Ooh, boxcars.
It's pronounced Bioxcars. All right, so he's boosting damage on one of the shifting stones from the mannequin at the southern end. Doesn't take it out. Does kill the other mannequin he hit with the spray, though. And now let's see if this one spraying the Wold Wrath is going to take out Lanissa. Oh, no, that's a Blackclad Wayfarer. That's not Lanissa. He missed with triple ones, though, on an aim shot against the Blackclad. Of course that's not Lanissa. Lanissa died earlier. Dan's not running 2 Lanissas. That's cheating.
I don't know how these things happen. It's poor cinematography. Oh, I'm getting a look. I mean, mediocre cinematography.
Mediocre cinematography.
Yeah, okay, that's better.
Tony Konachek is a brilliant genius.
He is. Did you see our pumpkin slurping up its own vomit?
He's like the Alfred Hitchcock of live stream tabletop wargaming.
Very much so. They were brilliant creators despite sort of just winging it. Oh, and what I mean by that is experimental.
Experimental. He's very underground. He's very indie.
No, I like underground.
You wouldn't know about Tony's tabletop gaming.
He lives.
I used to like Tony's tabletop gaming videos back before you knew about it. Birds are running. They're saying, oh, this seems like a really bad place to be, so we're not going to hang out here because this is a nightmare. This is literally a nightmare.
Property values in southern Canada have plummeted.
Yeah. So Bret's doing just enough to contest, so no CP scored there, and he will be the first to score up in the northern hemisphere. Kind of what I was talking about earlier, so he can start out the scenario pressure. Looks like Una. All right, Una's activating. It's going to shoot that Wold Watcher that's outside the zone. Hits because it's a Wold Watcher. And Black Penny says, I don't care about you being in the melee. Gonna boost damage.
Can she see through that forest?
Una won?
Yeah.
Yes. Also, he's in the forest.
Oh, he is in the forest.
Also, they all seem to agree. Bird 2, dice -5. Finishes off the other Wold Watcher. Didn't have much left on him. The Swamp Gobbers are running. Probably going to go up the hill and just be like little contest buddies later on. Which is to say, they will be utterly obliterated by probably a Wold Wrath. Maybe a mannequin shot. We'll see. We'll find out together. Be a little adventure for us. Yeah, see. Staying at exact command range so we can run into the zone later. Also keeps them out of any sort of, like, weird shenanigan range.
You definitely don't want to get hit by weird shenanigans.
No. Bret Fogel scores the first control point of the game. Passes the turn back to Dan. Dan planks and starts considering his turn. Upkeep synergy, obviously. I think Mystic Ward got dropped mainly because the model that it was on got killed. Those proxies. Yes. Yes, all the proxies. I imagine this is a can I trample and punch you to death? Maybe run. I don't know what all's in his way. Yes, more tokens, more proxies, yes. Dan playing a jaunty tune on his makeshift drum.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, he's done. All right, so the other Wold Watcher is going to activate first. Probably going to shimmy, Cocoa Puff over to the mannequins.
He's got to clear that zone.
Going to punch a mannequin in the back of the head. He does successfully. Synergy ticks up. Boop. Stone Forming and Animi. Ooh, is he measuring from Bradigus? Are we about to see something kind of saucy about to happen? No, he can't be measuring from Bradigus. All right. No, yeah, he's measuring the Hunter's Mark range on the Black Cloud Wayfarer. He's going to go into Hunter's Mark the Wilder. Hits the 5 needed, and now a Wold Wrath is going to come a barreling through.
No doubt.
Your Wold Wrath looks dope, by the way.
Thank you.
Their Circles of Hell army.
Yeah. I tricked it out like a big sacrificial altar, so it's got some
racks hanging from it and
yeah,
stuff.
dudes hanging off of it, and yep, pretty savage. Like we were talking earlier about featuring people's sort of alternate themed armies.
Yeah.
In the upcoming Circle Command book, you will see some of my Circle of Hell models in there as examples.
Yeah. And you had like some like Pyramid Head-esque stuff in there too, right?
Yeah, I think my Pyramid Head Mosar is in there. Maybe one of my Goraxes
with like the big distended jaw.
Yeah, his mouth just wasn't open wide enough.
Yeah. All right. Measuring to see what all he'll have in melee range once the Wold-Wrath gets its free charge in on the Wilder, who will be dead as hell as soon as that Wold-Wrath hits it. The dice plus a billion, like, doesn't even actually matter.
Yeah. As long as the hit lands, I don't think the damage has to be rolled even.
Mathematically impossible for the Wilder to survive. 2 of those Griffins, he doesn't necessarily have to worry about if he positions right, which looks like what he's trying to do because they were primaled last turn, and they're going to frenzy on each other.
Yeah.
So, Sentry Stone and the Mannequins are activating first. They've got to get out of the way. Stone gets its Fury. And let's see where they're going to go. Another Mannequin gets spawned.
No, just hold tight in that zone and
hold tight in the Southern Hemisphere. But he's got to go start dealing with the Northern Hemisphere, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mannequin on Mannequins are charging. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Oh, we may not have a charge lane there. Wold Watcher might be in the way. I feel like we need some proxy bases to find out for sure. I am not giving Dan or Bret a hard time about proxies. I am all for them playing the cleanest possible game they can.
All right.
They are just the most proxies I've seen recently. They're just checking. Bret leans over, goes in the plank position, pulls out a laser, and goes, yeah, it's good. Looks like one of the Mannequins, yep, just runs. And is that Sentry Stone going to vomp anywhere? We'll find out in a bit.
He already moved it.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Yeah, pops a forest over on that Sentry Stone. All these attacks on the enemy Sentry Stone are auto-hitting. Dice off 7, so Dan needs to spike some dice here. It got a lot of boxes. Well, rolling a 7 is not spiking.
Yeah.
And the second one, well,
okay.
There's
8.
How about I just take it off the table? How about I match armor and then I one-shot it? You know. Wold-Wrath activates. He's going to charge in. Boop. Charging the Wilder for free at additional plus 2 inches of movement thanks to Hunter's Mark. Somebody in Twitch chat is commenting that proxies have done wonders for the cleanliness of the game. I agree. Guardian Beast is triggered on Uno 1. So, looks like the All-American, the Hulk Hogan Griffin is going to Guardian Beast his way up. He doesn't want to get a, I think, oh, he didn't want him, he was primaled, I believe, and he didn't want him to frenzy on a friendly.
Gotcha.
Dice minus 6 does 8 to the 1 on the Wold-Wrath. So, hey, Wold-Wrath, welcome to the party. Here's your introductory package.
Yeah, let me just, like, chip a little stone nugget off of you, and then let's watch the Wilder get pasted.
Get obliterated. All right. Looks like the charge attack hit? Question marks? Yeah, hits him. Earthshaker says, all y'all fall over. They're going to grab the 4-inch AoE template to check who all just got knocked on their bottoms. The answer was literally everyone. And now the Wold-Wrath, without needing to roll to hit, gets to go full ham and beat everything in range to death.
And the Wilder is annihilated.
No, yeah. Literally impossible. Second initial is going to go into, looks like the bird that's not knocked down, the one to the left. Boost to hit, rolls a 14, so yeah, that hits. Dice plus 7. Enjoy. Enjoy 13 to the 3. Merry Christmas. He's going to buy an attack. Second attack literally can't fail to kill, so...
And killed on a roll of snake eyes.
Killed on a roll. He would have to roll 1 die, and it'd have to have been... No, even then, he'd have to roll a 0. One of the knockdown Griffin takes a whole bunch.
What's going on in the Twitch chat now?
They're coming up with more names for wrestling moves and warmer yoga. And a wrestling move that just came up was the full Wilson. Instead of like a half Nelson, the full Wilson.
We've all felt that one before.
It's a devastating maneuver.
It is. All right, we got some shifting stones shifted up.
Yup.
Had some. Do I want the purple template? Do I want the green template?
I have all these templates. That Woolwrath is going to pose a pretty significant issue that Bret is running out of hashtag options to deal with. Shifting stones, just go gut up in the northern hemisphere. At the end of this one, Dan's going to end up scoring himself a CP. Mm-hmm. So the end of the turn will be 1-1. Okay, Bradicus is going to activate now. Let's see which way Bradicus wants to go. I mean, why not go dominate for 2?
Or go for a swim and just see what happens.
No, just go dominate, hide behind that forest, right?
Yeah.
And then make it 1 to 2.
Right.
Get more pressure going.
Well, and because he got rid of the sentry stones over there, Bret doesn't have anything unless he's going to have to hustle those gobbers in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to prevent him from scoring on his own turn, but they'll be easily eliminated.
Looks like he cast Mystic Wards on the Woolwrath to just shut down the world. So, man, I have to wonder how it is that Bret's getting out of this one. We'll see, right? So basically, like, the Woolwrath, you can't cast any spells or channel or do anything within 5 inches of it. It's, it's pretty gross. Pretty gross. But Dan's turn's over, shipped it back to Bret, and Dan is at 2 control points. Bret is at 1. I'm looking at Tony right now, and I'm trying to give him the message to change Dan things to 2 control points, but he can't see me.
Bret has 2 control points. No, sorry, Dan has 2 control points.
Yeah, Dan. We got it. Gonna handle those frenzies first on Bret's turn. Somebody in Twitch asking, will we be streaming the Invitational or just IG? We'll be doing the Invitational and IG and maybe some other matches as well. We're not doing the LCQ, but we will be doing the Invitational. One round of it happens super late at night, so we won't be doing that one, but basically rounds 2 through the final we'll be doing the Invitational.
Right. Well, we could Sunday coverage.
Yeah, Sunday coverage. All right. Doing the frenzies on the Griffins right now. They're frenzying on each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other. Look at Andrew. Andrew's the guy in the blue shirt.
Yep.
That was an amazing plank.
Yeah. Dan is pretty pleased about these 2 Griffins tearing themselves apart.
Yeah. Why?
Bird fight. Lots of squawking and feathers flying.
Oh. Yeah, like all those frenzies did a whole bunch of nastiness to his own models.
So he didn't lose any aspects.
No, but they did lose their activations.
Oh, yes.
All right, Bret. Oh. All right, so looks like the red Griffin is going to run. Yeah, just going to run and go contest, right? No, maybe not contest. Hold back. Let the Swamp Gobbler go contest.
That would be my.
Would that be your play?
Well,
you'd be wrong.
Up there.
Yep. Toe the zone, and don't allow line of sight to Bradigus. Checking line. Everything looks good.
All right, here comes the Gobbers with the run.
Yep. Block the charge lane for the Wold Watcher. Blocking two of the mannequins, probably. Maybe just one. Nope, two. Maybe all three. They got weapons. Swamp Gobbers will stab you, dude.
Not on a turn they run, they won't.
Not on a turn they run, they won't, but they will stick you in the lower extremities.
Attention everybody, we are starting the raffles. Currently starting with the big ones for the LCQ and the Iron Gauntlet. Gift certificates from Discount Games and HORDES.
Yeah, they're kind of just clearing some tokens off the table so they know what's going on precisely. Bret is in a pickle here.
In the background right now, sounds like Carl Morgan is doing a couple raffles on this first day of Warmachine Weekend. Warmachine Weekend, one of the best shows you can ever go to if you were a fan of Warmachine and Hordes.
I have been coming to this show for a number of years. I want to say this is 6 years.
Yeah.
And it's just been amazing every year, and
it gets better.
It grows and gets more interesting, and it's fabulous.
All right, so it looks like the mannequins are activating. No, I'm sorry, that was Una. Una 1 is walking up, boosting some damage and killing off. Killed a shifting stone. Shot and hit the mannequin behind the wall, but failed to do damage to it, and then misses the third bird. Womp, 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 womp.
Third bird. Yeah, this show is actually where I first met a number of our current employees, including the previously mentioned Doug Hamilton.
Yeah.
Actually did a interviewed him with Ron Cruzy here before we brought him on board, and this is also where I met staff painter Dallas Kemp.
Yeah.
Is a hometown hero here.
All right, so now the mannequins are activating. They're going to charge. Yeah, there's a lot of, and you know, a lot of creative types come from this area, apparently. Not me. I came from the bayou. That's why I got my swamp brain.
Swamp brain.
Mannequins charging shifting stones. Or the sentry stone turning into a forest, to the surprises of some people, maybe. Looking to spike the dice and take the stones out. First one failed. Second one, he did the job. Boop. Man, that stone might survive. Ugh. And then
Yeah.
it's going to contest on Bret's turn
Yep.
and really gum things up for him.
It would certainly be good if he could tie it up this round, but
it's not looking good.
No, I mean it's definitely an uphill battle for Bret. It's a matter of time. Clocks are, middle of the game,
Yeah.
but and his turns are going to get shorter as his army gets smaller.
Yep. So Gorex ran, Tanith dropped a Fury and is just running. Just taking off. Like, I don't want any part of this. I'm outie 5. I'll see y'all in hell.
Well, she's going to have a lot better time cleaning up southern Canada than
All that Wolrath has to do
anywhere
is just
near
turn around, though, with his flat butt.
Yep.
Lanissa charges the Woldrath. All right. Hits. Dice off. What, 9?
Wow.
I mean, whatever.
It's tragical, man.
It's tragical.
Lanissa Rissel's going to die for like the third time this game.
Ship the turn back to Dan. Yeah, because we just keep,
We just keep killing her.
That's a shifting stone. Is that a Lanissa Rissel? That's a Woldrath.
Well, that Lanissa-Rissel's going to last, I think.
We are bad at identifying models, but it's not our fault. It is the poor cinematography of mad genius Tony Konachak.
Mediocre cinematography.
Mediocre cinematography.
Cinematography.
It is the mediocre cinematography of poor cinematographist Tony Konachak.
You better watch it. He's going to knock you out with that cinematographist.
Ah, I like that.
I'm pretty sure this bottle's full of vodka, not water.
That is, in fact, Everclear. And now you're sauced up. Enjoy.
I can feel the hair on my tongue growing.
And that's not hair. Or that might have been hair in the bottle. I don't know. Andrew Swedberg. Mildly planking. Oh, we see Ryan Chiriboga back there. Almost full plank.
Our judge is maybe had a little too much coffee.
Yeah. Sentry Stones in the Southern Hemisphere activate, get themselves some fury. And they're going to see about clearing out some of these pesky gobbers with their lower extremity stabbers.
Stay away from my extremities, gobber.
Yeah.
Especially the lower ones.
Would you approve a board game named Lower Extremities Gobber?
No.
Okay. I've already designed it. It's real adult.
Then definitely no.
It is very adult.
Somehow I think it might be very inappropriate, but hardly adult. Those aren't the same thing.
First mannequin misses with a boost. Looks like he hits with the next. Just rips him into shreds, screaming the whole way.
We're just going to take these gobbers off the table.
Yeah. Last one who's cleared up. Looks like he's going for a spray. They're just checking. Hey, what all do I hit?
A little Banaka Blast.
Twitch chat is informing me they would absolutely buy Gobber lower extremity or lower extremities Gobber.
All right.
So I'll that'll be a no quarter soon. Lowry approved. Spray attack on the bird hits.
He's on a
Dice
delay,
off 3.
so you're not gonna get a mean look from him for another minute or two.
It's coming though. Wow. All right, so is it going to be Bradicus that kills that bird, or is it going to be the Wold Watcher? Well, because Dan's a good player, it's got to be the Wold Watcher, because he's not going to put Bradicus in danger like that. Someone's asking, is Lower Extremities Gobber sort of like Operation? No, it's more like Twister.
Operation Twister.
It's like Operation Twister.
Put your left foot in the red electrified slot.
Oh, I was going to go somewhere very different than what you just said, and much more hard PG-13.
We got some hordes going on here today, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, we've been you know what? We've done an amazing job of actually calling this game. I think everyone knows what's happening. Right now, Dan's in the tank. We've called all the action. There hasn't really been anything we missed other than...
I think we've been crystal clear on Lanissa-Rissel.
Well, the Lanissa-Rissel was the one thing. Look at Charles Collins with his Captain Morgan pose. Man, that is a majestic fella, by the way. Met him down at Hoosier Caster in Indy a few weeks ago. Nice guy. Shifting Stones shift. Or not. Oh, no, that was he was proxying, sorry.
We've done an excellent job at identifying the action here.
Look, I corrected it immediately.
That brown and gray blob is...
All right, shifting stones are shifting. He was talking about different things, and then he had a proxy base. That was also a shifting stone. Sorry for my weird confusion. Blackcloud Wayfarer, going to take some terrain with him?
I forgive you.
You better.
No, that's...
Blackcloud Wayfarer.
The Blackcloud Wayfarer, previously known as Lanissa-Rissel.
We corrected that earlier.
I thought Lanissa-Rissel died.
He's going to spray the Gobber. Looks like it's in the back arc, too. Catches the Watcher, the Mannequin, and the Gobber. So here's the important one first. Gobber, are you dead? He hits him, and he blows his tiny little brains out.
Cream of Swamp Gobber.
Damage on the Wold Watcher from the spray. Hot pile of nothing, I think. I can't see what's that other die.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a 6. No, he did a little bit. Did a little bit. Now, Ye Old Wold Watcher is going to go full ham in a second. Once Synergy is ticked up, though. Take himself out of Griffin and let Dan in the turn at 4 CPs, if I had to guess.
Yep.
Woldrath is giving Lanissa a free strike, which she gladly takes. Dice -9 does 4 to the 3. Lanissa's done the only damage the Woldrath has taken with her tiny, tiny little sword.
She is very brave.
Stabbing him in his flat ass.
A boldness hero.
Boldnissa.
Heroissa.